And Grandma Greer came out there one day, and when she was getting ready to leave, she told me, "Now you take care of that boy," meaning Keith. And when she left, why, Keith was in their back bedroom there. "Come in here and take care of me." Oh dear.
Come in here and take care
Yeah.
of me.
Come in and take care of me. But my teeth were bothering me so bad that I'd get up in the middle of the night and get out the wash tub and the wash machine and do my washing there in the kitchen. And that little white cupboard out there on the back porch is what I had for my cupboard.
Really?
I had silverware drawers and stuff, in there. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you found that somewhere for us to play with.
No, Curtis and I went to the Salvation Army down in Denver, and we hauled it home. That little white cupboard. That brown dresser out on the back porch was what you three girls shared in that bedroom. And then when we moved over here, I gave it to you, and it was in David's bedroom, and it's back on the back porch now.
It's made the round.
Yeah, yeah. Just an old brown dresser. You had some cowboy boots, and you kicked a hole in the wall out there at the hut. And Daddy came out and put a bunch of newspaper wadded up in the hole and plastered over it for me.
Was I mad or something?
Evidently.
You bad child.
The pump house, a little square thing out there in the backyard, froze up. And that was when we were really cold around here, in the minus degrees a lot.
Yeah.
And that pump froze up, and Daddy came over and thawed it out for me and got my water running again. The back porch, with the moisture from the house inside and the cold outside, there would be ice formed underneath the back door, and I'd have to heat my knife and run it under that door to get it open. Jeez. Boy. Uncle Stanley came out and made a clothesline, fixed a clothesline and poles for me. And I had a little garden out there. And one day, I baked a cake. And Uncle Clifford, after work up at the university, was coming down the road, and he was going to bring me a big jar of jam from up the dorm. And we, here comes Uncle Clifford, and Keith says, "Hide the cake, hide the cake."
Hide the cake.
And that was
That's
so
where that
funny.
came from.
That was so funny because, why would Uncle Clifford even want it in my cake? He worked at a bakery up there, "Hide the cake, he said. God. Oh, dear, dear. Isn't that funny that you remember stuff like that?
I remember that Uncle Randall used to bring donuts down.
Yeah.
Did he make them? Do you remember?
Curtis brought them.
Oh, Curtis.
Curtis brought them, yeah. And he made them at the dorm. Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Randall went to the grocery store one time and bought 2 of those little Cornish hens, and he was going to bring them out to me. And he didn't. He left them in his car, and after so many days, they began to smell, and he found them.
Oh.
Dick Bradford, who was a nephew of Aunt Jean's, was driving truck and had a big load of potatoes. And I don't know, something happened for the reason that he brought out this great big 100-pound sack of potatoes for me. I worked for Walt Moore, the man that owned that house. He's dead now, but he had a fancy house over there by the lake, close to the mountains, and he owned all those properties out there where we lived in the hut. And his wife wanted somebody to come and clean, so I went with Keith and went and cleaned.
How'd you get there?
In that little blue car that Uncle Clifford gave me. Uncle Clifford got it from Mr. Chapman, Aunt Virginia's dad. And Uncle Clifford gave it to me. And I had all 5 of you kids in there without one seatbelt.
Of course.
We didn't have them in those days.
We didn't need to have them back then.
Just packed in there. Oh, good night.
Yep.
And I'd stop at that little, oh, you turned it off?
1 more minute.
Okay. I'd stop at that little filling station down at the bottom of the hill on Broadway, going out North Broadway, at a little filling station and grocery store, and get hot dogs and cigarettes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd have the hot dogs and cigarettes. And all you kids just arms and legs out the window.
Oh, man.
Oh, golly sakes. But it was fun.
You did good, Mama.